Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs are like a Planned Parenthood condom. Guaranteed not to protect shit. Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs are just like a brothel. Everybody gets to score. Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs is kind of like the story of Jesus. You know it's going to end real bad, but you just got to see it through, right? Watching the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs is like watching that Two Girls, One Cup video. It's disgusting, but like a dumbass, you sit there and watch it. Watching the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs is like hoping your dad finally comes back from the store. Watching the Cowboys in the playoffs, it's like paying rent. You know you got to do it, and it's just depressing right after. Watching the Cowboys in the playoffs is like watching a movie you've seen a bunch of times. You already know the plot and what's going to happen, but like a dumbass, you watch it again. Watching the Cowboys in the playoffs is like watching the first half of the movie Little Giants. Don't even bother with the second half of the movie because that's exactly what it's like watching the Cowboys in the playoffs. Just nonsense and else. Watching the Cowboys in the playoffs is like believing that Steve Harvey's afro was real on a Steve Harvey show. It's just stupid. Watching the Cowboys in the playoffs and expecting them to go to the Super Bowl, it's kind of like being the owner of a semi-pro team. You expect your players to pay their fees and come to practice. It's just not going to be any success though, just like Dallas. Watching the Cowboys in the playoffs and hoping for success is like trying to put on that suit from prom and thinking your ass is really still going to get back in that motherfucker. Watching the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs is like trying to have sex on a twin-size bed with a big girl. It doesn't make sense, does it? Watching the Cowboys in the playoffs is like watching Taylor Swift twerk. For fucking what? And staying on the subject of Taylor fucking Swift, watching the Dallas Cowboys is like watching this bitch try to swag surf. It's the most depressing shit ever. Watching the Cowboys in the playoffs is like one of Drake's album titles. Honestly, never mind. Watching the Cowboys in the playoffs is like just hoping the devil goes ahead and comes and collects on that soul. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Jerry Jones.